morning from somewhere not far from Medellin. We've been travelling for around 12 hours now. We made a stop for some breakfast, just about an hour or two away from Medellin. It's about 6 a.m. It's freezing, so we've got some sopa with meat and some queso pancakes and a nice big sausage with another queso pancake to keep us going, to fuel us for the rest of the morning. It's pretty good. It's just what we need. I am shivering cold. I wasn't expecting it to be this cold even in the morning. But I suppose being in the mountains without the sun, it's expected. This is good soup. Let's try a little bit of the sausage. They had these ready on the counter, and then they threw them in the fryer just to keep them warm. That was a pretty hearty and fulfilling breakfast. Quite cheap too. Glad we stopped here. I hadn't eaten for perhaps the last 16 hours. That'll set me up for at least the next few. We had to kind of rush the last stages of eating though because the bus was about to depart. I think we're just waiting for a couple of passages in the toilet, and then we'll be heading to Medellin, which I believe is the next and final stop. Refreshment stop here at the main North Terminal in Medellin at El Saboso. Jamie's going for the bacon hamburger with some extra fried chicken. And I've gone for the Plano Pollo, the Cuban sandwich with chicken. Looks alright for the price. Keep it going. Almost deconstructs immediately when you take a bite. Not the worst with a bit of cantina, but their super sweet bread is taking some getting used to, that I must say. Just now, on the outskirts of Comuna 13, aka San Javier, once Colombia's most notorious hood. It's real hectic out here. Markets, bars, people play music on the streets. There's a real vibe. Seems safe enough. It has changed, transformed incredibly over the decades since it first earned that negative reputation. Start making my ascent up towards Comuna 13. The heavens start opening up, which is inconvenient, but it serves me right for postponing it for so long and spending time to have some beers instead. Cheapest beers I've had in Colombia so far, by the way, by at least 1,000 pesos. Probably like £1.10. That's good. Look. I've got a feeling there's quite some climb until I reach the escalators. I should have accepted the offer for some food at the bar. Let's see. We'll get there soon. Wow. What the fuck is that? Yo. It's like fucking Halloween. Jesus. Yeah. Coming up. But the Comuna itself. I've probably seen this sort of style of residence on TV. Well, it exists. Yeah. In Colombia.
Oh my bro. It's Mr. Beast.
Call me Mr. Beast. So, I'm not sure where the escalators are. But pretty cool. I don't know if I've gone the wrong way to get to them though. Let's see. First set of escalators. Although I believe there are many more. Of course, if this was the only climb that was separating Comuna 13 with Medellin, that would have been a problem. However, as you can see, there are many more. Now imagine without these, what that would have meant back in the 80s and the 90s for a community with no industry, with no real means to connect to the rest of the city apart from climbing a steep hill back and forth every time they need to leave. Yeah, not ideal. So when they decided to build these escalators, it essentially opened the Comuna 13 up to the city and freed it from the stranglehold of drug lords, guerrillas and other such unsavouries that had a grip of it as a result of its isolation. Now, it's a tourist hotspot and people are free to express themselves through street art, performance, whereas previously they might have been afraid to do so. I mean, look at this. When we get to the top, apparently there's a great vista of the whole city of Medellin, which I'm very excited to see. As viewers of the channel know, I love a good vista. And I really do want to go and hit one of those bars at the top. Even though they've probably been overly gentrified and expensive. I was not expecting it to be this tourist driven, even though obviously it's very famous. Looking around, you can see the influence of the street art and bars after bars. Guys, share this for a vista. City of Medellin beneath us. And there's still some more floors to reach. This is a complete resort almost now. It's like the first good resort we've been to. I was trying to show you something edgy and I don't think this is the edgiest place I've ever showed you. There's edgy places in Europe, I think. I could show you my hometown and it would be a little bit more open than this. Maybe at night time it's different, but it just shows the work that's gone over the last couple of decades to completely transform it from having the reputation of one of the world's most dangerous ghettos to now be a place where people come and enjoy street art and beer and history. I suppose it's a symbol to the resilience of the people of this district. Of course, I'm not asking that it should be worse. I'm glad that it's this way, but wow. Spans endlessly. It's like a labyrinth of houses and bars. There's a bar over there at the top. There's a bar there, a bar over there lit with neon signs. It's a city within itself. Even though it's now connected to Medellin, it feels as if it's completely separate, identity-wise and culturally. It still retains some of its own sort of uniqueness about it, which is great because it was only in 2011 that the government decided to install those escalators, so why should they suddenly assimilate and forget the decades of struggle that they had prior to that, and still clearly do now? You know, obviously the tourism has injected some cash into their local economy, but the living conditions are still not great. So why should they assimilate? Why should they not still keep that little community feel that they've got going on? And look at that contrasted with the mountains up ahead. Very interesting place. I think I'm going to see how high I can get and see if I can find the best vista here in Comuna 13. And as a side note, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, I'm wearing the same clothes as the last video. We haven't checked into the hotel yet. At least I haven't. Jamie might have. About 40 minutes ago was the check-in time and I left him behind, so maybe he's already comfortable in bed. He was a little under the weather. Didn't fancy accompanying me on this trip. But I wasn't going to miss this for the world. And right now it feels like I'm on top of the world. India, Nicaragua, Zealandia, all these countries. Do you think I could read them all out before getting to the top without getting out of breath? I don't, so I'm not going to try. In the shop selling art and prints and t-shirts. We have a free art gallery with an array of beautiful paintings from local artists. Some of them of famous figures, some of more expressionistic styles, religious, pop art, kind of beautiful. And then when you're done looking at the art, you have a view. This is quickly becoming one of my favourite places on earth. I've got to be honest. Imagine spending hours here just slowly wandering around and, you know, taking it in while stopping and having a pub crawl around each bar. Amazing. Yeah, then we've got already we've got Paraguay, maybe, Brazil, Canada, everywhere. Even fake countries are represented. I keep trying to avoid politics, I shouldn't do so. I'm gonna get cancelled before I get any followers. And here we are, finally a street level where bikes roam. Where we have yet another vista of the city, similar to the one we just had. You can't see it from here, I don't think, but that's where I was walking at the bottom. Amazing. See how far we can get up. Eres fuego, eres aire, eres tierra, eres agua. Another gallery. Slides. Can we go down them? Can we actually go down these slides? Fuck it. Almost perfect landing. That was good. That was. They were mostly amused and impressed, but I had to give it a go. I think it's the jeans. I had some slippery shorts. It's the jeans, you need the shorts. Wrong clothing, I was ready. I was prepared for the slides. I didn't know they were there, but I was prepared. And playground. I don't know if perhaps this existed during the tumultuous times of the 80s and 90s, and now it's just been graffitied over, or if the graffiti also exists from those times. But the equipment is still in good order. I love it here. There's a little drizzle. I don't care. When we get to the top, I'm going to enjoy another beer. It looks like that's a residential home. I'm not going to intrude. Maybe over there looks like the Peak bar. Let's give it a go. I think I'm probably going to have to like go around the other way. It looks like there's no way up from here. Unless you knock on someone's door. Oh. Little did I know. I did a man look. So it turns out we just landed in someone else's garden. So respectfully, I'm going to depart and head the other way. You know, obviously under these economic conditions, it wouldn't be ideal. But let's just imagine you were strapped for cash. You had Wi-Fi, well-furnished house, even if it was small like this. I'd find it so peaceful and quaint. Unfortunately, those two things don't come hand in hand. The location and the quality of life. In memory of those murdered and missing who live on in our art. This is in reference to a really grave and tragic incident in the history of Comuna 13. In 2002, the government very heavy-handedly sent in elite police to come in and just raid all the gangs, which on paper sounds like a good idea. Sure, get rid of the gangs. They're causing trouble for these innocents too. But many people were caught in the crossfire. Some disappeared and still nobody knows where they are. Some arrested on no charges whatsoever, many injured brutally, some killed. And I think it's that incident and the controversy that spawned as a result of it that led the government to decide, right, we need different tactics. We need to help these people. We can't keep doing this, going in heavy-handed. Not altruistically, I'm sure, but probably due to some kind of negative response from the people of Medellin and Colombia as a whole. RIP to all the people who were killed needlessly. The pride flag, I think, right? LGBT. With all the stuff, all the colours. Interesting thing here is rent for one of these houses is based on convenience. So living down at the bottom here, you're gonna get the most expensive rent, like 300 euros roughly per month, which is about the average salary here in Medellin. So live up here, maybe 100. You get a nicer view, a longer walk. So I suppose if you're looking for convenience or a view, will inform your decision. What would you choose? Cheaper rent with a good view and a long walk to the bottom to commute to work? Or an easy commute to work with no view? And all your wages have gone directly on rent. Tough choice. We're going to make our way to the top and have a beer. It'd be rude not to, I think. Then we're going to head back, see how Jamie's doing. I believe he will have checked into the room by now and he'll be fast asleep. We have a restaurant reservation tonight. I don't think he'll make it. We'll see. I love it here. I've gone from being indifferent to Colombia, from my experiences in Cartagena, to madly in love from my experiences here. Up ahead are carrying duck pipes and they keep hitting things. They're having a bit of a nightmare. They've hit like 3 bikes on the way down and they've caused a bit of congestion. Look at this. They're having to manually move them out of the way from everybody because no one needs a job transporting duck pipes through the narrow streets of Comuna 13. But I think planning was not really involved in this. I don't think they had a risk assessment take place before transporting them. Oh dear.
Let's go.
Take a look. Another view. Another viewpoint.
You eat?
How much?
10,000.
10,000?
10, 20.
I'll take one for 10.
10.
Gracias. Ants to eat. Let's take a seat and try these. I wasn't expecting to be eating ants, but let's see what they're like. 10,000, is that a good price? For some fucking ants? I don't know, we'll see how they taste. My God. You know me. I'm an adventurous guy. Let's go for it. Oh my God, they're huge. Look at them. They're actually quite nice. If you can get past the appearance. Oh my God. They're kind of salty and crispy. These will go so well with the beer. I've got to be honest. These aren't bad. Good, man.
Sour corn pots.
Very crispy and salty, they're nice.
Sí, o maní. Maní. Crustáceo, no, maní. No las corn pots. Lo tosta.
Very good. I like them. You like?
Que si quieres.
See if you like them. Any good? You like? No? I like them. Maybe I'm just weird. But I thought they were delicious. Anyway, we've eaten some ants. Time for a cerveza. Let's go. Oh, the rain is coming down quite heavy now. We need to get our beer and go. Still chewing on shards of ant. Crazy. I can smell something nice, barbecue. A lot of restaurants nearby doing like barbecue meats with plantain and rice. Very good. And here I am, eating fucking ants out of a bucket. What's wrong with me? Imagine being surrounded by roasted meats and I go for a little bag of toasted ants. Do I need help, guys? Don't answer that. I know the answer already. Look at the view. Couple of beers on one of the highest vistas here in Comuna 13. I was expecting a real rip-off tourist trap price, and it was 7,000 pesos, about £1.70. To have a beer review like that, I mean, In England, some shops don't even sell single beers like that. Never mind a bar. Never mind a bar with a view of an entire city in one of the most famous places in Latin America. And look at the place. Very vibrant, very lovely. You could spend days here, honestly. I might be spending days here because I might be lost. No, I don't think so. I think maybe I know my way. We'll try. At least it's light. I think this one's a little off the beaten track, eh? I think I was getting told off then. I think I've come down the wrong way. I don't know. Don't make it look so pretty if I'm not supposed to come here. That's all I can say. Nah, I'm not off the beaten track. It's alright. We're near some shops. Maybe she was just asking for something. Whatever it is, I've not got it. We're on our way out. Let's go. I believe we're actually almost at the barn. I think we just took the long way around. So we did. Where are the escalators once again? See, I'm not too bad at navigating, I suppose. Took a taxi on my way back to the hotel. Finally, get a well-deserved shower, change of clothes, and head for dinner. Arrived, finally, in my room in Medellin. Pretty basic but clean, functional kitchen space. Nice little living space with a dining table and a little chill out area. We've got a TV, not going to use it, but who cares about that. This is a nice little feature. We have our very own balcony, which will be nice to relax at the end of the night before sleeping, perhaps with a beer. No view, unfortunately, unless you consider air ducts and roof tiles a pleasing view. I don't. Not after just seeing that vista from Comuna 13. I was spoiled right there. It'll do. Now let's see the rooms. We're only here for a night, so I'm not bothered if they're not too great, but oh, it's not so bad. We have 2 double beds each, and here's the bathroom. Kind of a wet room style, but with an elevator platform, so it doesn't get all the bathroom wet. I rate that. Nice, massive shower space. 3 shower gels. That's always a nice touch. Yeah, I'm happy with this. After that exciting day exploring Comuna 13, I decided to end the evening eating at the restaurant next door to my hotel. I had chicharron bites in a smoky bourbon sauce, served with potatoes and sour cream. A fitting end to a very good day. So, going from my video, what do you think to Comuna 13? Would you visit? Or have you visited? And if you did, what are your impressions? Let me know in the comments, and stay tuned for my next Colombia video.